for tonight's women's hockey game between the Colonials of Robert Morris University and your RPI Engineers. Let's meet the starters for both clubs. First, for Robert Morris, off forward from Markham, Ontario, number 28, sophomore Amanda Pantaleo. Off forward from St. Adolphe, Manitoba, number 10, junior Ricky Mayer. Off forward from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, number 22, senior captain Ashley Veshy. A defenseman from Barrie, Vermont, number 9, freshman Maggie Legue. A defenseman from Thornhill, Ontario, number 14, junior Michaela Lowater. In goal tonight for the Colonials from London, Ontario, number 1, junior Jessica Dodge. And the rest of the Colonials of Robert Morris. The head coach of the Colonials is Paul Palatino. The associate head coach is Logan Biddle. The assistant coach is Chelsea Walkland. Now, introducing the starters for your RPI Engineers. Off forward from Bellmead, New Jersey, number 10, senior Lauren Wash. Off forward from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, number 11, senior Alexa Brushaw. Off forward from Guilford, New Hampshire, number 14, sophomore Shayna Tomlinson. Defenseman from Copenhagen, Denmark, number 9, freshman Josephine Hansen. Defenseman from New London, New Hampshire, number 12, senior Jen Godin. And in goal tonight for the Engineers from Sollentuna, Sweden, number 35, freshman Lovisa Salander. Coach of the Engineers in his 13th season is John Burke. The assistant coach is Christy Cicero. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise for the playing of the national anthems of Canada and the United States by the RPI Pep Band.
rise and welcome to the Houston Fieldhouse. Game one of a two-game series between the Robert Morris Colonials and the Engineers of RPI. My name is Perry Lascaris, bringing you all the action on RPI TV. And it's RPI in their home whites with red pants, black and red trim, against the Colonials wearing their red sweaters with navy blue pants, and they're on the move. To start things off, there's a centering pass. It was partially deflected and intercepted by Alexa Grushaw, RPI's leading scorer with 5 points on the air. Clears it out to center. Colonials back into the zone. There's an offside skater. She touches up and goes off for a change. Engineers have it now in the neutral zone. It's Mari Mankey up ahead for Grushaw, who gets twisted and turned and fell to the ice. Puck goes loose behind the RMU goal. Picked up there by Christian Welsh. Up the middle of the ice. It's claimed and moved ahead. This is Ashley Vesey. Vesey all the way down low. Centering pass through the top of the crease back towards the point where it's kept in over there by Catherine Murphy. Back to the point. Here is Murphy. Lines up a shot. Deflected. Pad save made by Solander. That's Lavisa Solander back there. 1-2 on the year. Her numbers do not reflect how well she has played so far. Here's Katie Rudy into the zone. Already a good start to her season, as many of these Engineers have started off hot in the scoring department. They're 2-2 on the year, as the Colonials are 2-3-1 coming into today's play. Tie up along the boards. Puck out to center. It'll be skated on by Brittany Howard. Howard into the zone. She with 4 goals and 5 assists already. That is for Howard. There's a shot that was blocked by Mankey. Engineers will try to clear to center, and they will. Picked up Lauren Wash with speed into the offensive end. Wash moving in. Gets poked off her stick. She was in 1-on-4, but trailing was Grushaw. Nice move to get free. Feeding it in front, trying to find Tomlinson. It goes through her and allows Robert Morris to clear all the way down. This could be icing if it has the legs. It looked like it will. And we'll have a stoppage in play. Just 2:08 into period number 1. No score, RPI and Robert Morris. These two teams played a couple years back, splitting in Pittsburgh. Did not play last year. We'll have a draw coming in the Colonials' end. Robert Morris always a competitive team. As a shot is blocked. Another shot comes through, blocked again. 2 tries there by Thomas. Looking for her first collegiate goal. McKenna Thomas playing in her 5th game. Here's Mari Mankey out of Hopkins, Minnesota. One of the 6 seniors on this RPI squad, all contributing very early on in the season. Good to see from that group. And now here is Hannah Bohonic, a junior defenseman from Minnetonka, working it up the near boards. Out to center. In front of the RPI bench, he gets tied up, flipped back towards the RPI line by Legault. Here she is again, Maggie Legault. Off a boot. Picked up there by Amanda Kimmerly, sophomore defenseman for RPI. Allie Tremblay plays it back to Wren. Wren a touch pass ahead. That's behind the intended target. Turned back around. And shot into the zone by Jessica Gazzola. Engineers quickly back out to center ice. That's Wren. Ahead for Grigsby. Another freshman, that's Jamie Grigsby from Whitby, Ontario, looking to pull it back in the corner. She gets bumped off the puck nicely by Ricky Mayer. And it'll be cleared out on the carry. Well, fed ahead. Looking for Vesey. Engineers take over. Marissa Raspa behind her own net, stops there. She's tied up and goes down. That's actually Josephine Hansen, I beg your pardon. Now turning into the slot, trying to get a backhander on goal. She does get a shot away. That's Vesey. And Solander is there to make the stop. Didn't look like she was going to be able to get that shot away. She was being tied up pretty well by the defender. It looked like it was Godin who right on her back. But she still got the shot off. And Solander had to be there. Face off far side, shot coming through traffic, stick save made by Solander. Just kind of sat there. Gets some help from Laura Horwood, moving it out to center. Banks up the wall. Horwood. Flipped high in the air. This will come down right in front of the RPI bench. Banks tries to play. Peeled away by Schwalbe. Taylor Schwalbe, cross-ice pass, finds Rooney with some room. It's closed down quickly, but she makes a move around the defender. Throws it off the wall to herself. Rooney all the way in down low. Rolling puck. It'll be played along for Schwalbe. Schwalbe with the goal already this season. Trying to cycle it for Horwood. It's intercepted. And they move it out to center nicely. Here come the Colonials into the zone. A wrist shot coming. Save made. Rebound pops free. It's swept away by Schwalbe to the far wall. And here she comes. Up the boards looking for Wash. That won't connect. As they tie up in the corner. Now play by Wash down low for Grushow. She's being watched there by Leah Carlson. Grushow, nice work to get free to find Wash. Wash to the far circle for Tomlinson. Drop it back to the point. Godin waiting. Feeds it back. It's nearly picked off. Good play by Tomlinson. She just lift the stick, keep the puck in deep. Tomlinson again trying to spin away from a stick check. Finds Wash. Backhanded in front. There are two Colonials there, and they're able to sweep it away. Good play by Gazzola. Getting it out to center. Here's Hansen. Very nimble freshman defenseman into the zone just on side of the Engineers. Tomlinson drop pass. Hansen wrist shot. Didn't get anything on it. Comes all the way through. And Grushow will pick it up there. Grushow behind the net. She's pinned against the boards by Quaranta. A goal and 7 assists for Quaranta, but needing to defend here. Bohonic, a shot that goes 2 feet wide from the near circle. Banks keeps it in. Behind the net, it's controlled. Legue waiting up the near boards. Make that Quaranta, rather. Taken over and carried into the zone. Stood at the line. And the puck goes in deep. Played up the far boards. That's McKenna Thomas. Gets it out to center. Little roll in front of the RPI bench area. Backhanded along by Thomas. Quaranta with some pressure. Feeds it up the wall. Horwood just off the bench keeps it in. Horwood driving to the middle of the ice. Poked off her stick. Picked up over there by Wren. Wren stick handle. Circle. Feeding it down low. Shot deflected wide. Never got to goal. Horwood had her stick on it along the ice, but couldn't really steer it on net. Now Wren again. Trying to work it down low. Intercepted by Legue. She'll try the near side. Horwood's tied up there with Howard. Now a shot through traffic. Comes all the way through. Missed the net. Now Rooney trying to walk in front. She's turned away. Wren, good pressure by the Engineers as we're 7 minutes in. To the point for Kimberly. Wrist shot off a boot. Kick to the far side. Circle. Rooney's going to try and find it. It's chopped at. Wren on the glove. Keeps it alive in the offensive end. Colonials struggling to get the puck out of their own zone. RPI trying to change. And they nearly are able to keep the puck in the offensive zone doing so. Pinned against the far boards now as they tie up there. Loose in the middle of the ice. Colonials trying to clear. They can't do it. Kept in by the skate of Schwalbe. A shot. Sliding play there by Legue, playing goaltender in front of the net. And they'll move it out to center. All the way down it goes. It'll be Josephine Hansen to pick it up behind her own net. Out of Copenhagen, Denmark is Hansen. She's already shown her abilities on the ice here for the Engineers. Has her first goal. Came against the UND opening weekend. Hansen, cross-ice feed. Nice play into the zone. Hilwa in her first shift. Trying to get into the offensive end. Broken up by Grigsby. Grigsby, she's tied up now by Welsh. Puck comes free to the circle. Work back to the point. Bohonic chops it inside and in deep. Grigsby in the corner. She's tied up there by Welsh. Welsh pinned against the boards. Thrown in front. Intercepted. And a chance for the Colonials to relieve some pressure. Is cleared out by Anissa Gamble. But right back in by Hilwa. Great start again by RPI. They were able to take it to RIT last weekend. Winning games 6-2 and 3-1. Kind of a breakout weekend. RPI looking to build on it here. It was their first series sweep since 2 years ago when they swept Union in their regular season series. They also swept St. Cloud State that year, but did not win 2 games in a week at all of last year. There's a shot by Grushow that goes wide. Picked up behind the net by Wash. Fed it back up top. That was Bohonic, rather. Now Wren. Wren spinning, twisting down low, finds Tomlinson. Tomlinson turning out of the corner. Takes a look around, finds Wren on the cycle. Still Wren, carrying it back to the point. Nice handoff play. working into the circle now and down low. Drop pass made by Grushaw. Lost the puck. She'll glove it down in the near corner. Grushaw back on it. Still on the puck to the point for Kimmerly. Trying to feed it back into the corner. It's intercepted. And RMU will be able to clear. It's Welsh all the way down. First one to it is Pantaleo. Amanda Pantaleo out of Markham, Ontario. Trying to move it to the front of the net. It's tied up, and the Engineers are able to move it out. Kimmerly. Slowed on her way out of the zone by Mayer. But finally back towards Tomlinson. Defender fell down. Tomlinson walking in. A shot, and she put it wide. Shayna Tomlinson with a great chance there. The left defender on the far side. I think that was Welsh. Fell down in the play. Make it Carlson. Allowed Tomlinson to walk right in on goal. On Jessica Dodds, rather. But missed the net. Bouncing puck out to center. Hansen has it there on the center ice logo. She elects to carry it in. A little miscommunication with her and Horwood. They nearly run into each other, but RPI stays on the puck. Rooney tied up, lost it. Clearing out to center is Mayer. Back in deep it goes, but the Colonials control. 9:23 to go in an action-packed first period. RPI with a lot of pressure. They've created some chances, but the Colonials have stood tall in front of Dodds, who hasn't had to make any real terrific saves. Credit to Robert Morris defensively for not allowing any great opportunities. The Tomlinson chance aside. Here's Raspa into the zone, moving it in front, feeding it all the way through. She kind of fell down as she slid it into the corner. Thomas had it for a second, lost it. Pass ahead, looking for Mackenzie Johnston, is off the mark, and the Engineers take over. Into the skates of Mankey, steered up the wall. Off the boards in deep by Raspa. Engineers want to get a partial change. Dodd way over net to play. It's poked at by Grushaw, stayed on and moved out by Gazzola. Now a little toe drag try by Maeve Garvey. That's off the mark. Engineers carry it back. Here's Grushaw with speed into the zone. Wrist shot blocked by the foot of Welsh. And now Howard back the other way for Robert Morris. She gets spun around, but it's carried in further by Coranta. Sarah Coranta from Niagara Falls, Ontario. Now Welsh with a nice move to get free. Walking right in. She's hooked just a bit, and the puck just pops wide. No arms go up here, so we play on. Thought they might have got a bit of Welsh. She made a nice move to get around Wash as a shot comes in from Welsh, well wide into the far corner. Trying to dig it free is Grushaw. She can't do so. Slap to the point, kept in at the line. Right back to Grushaw, high off the glass and out this time. Ahead of Tomlinson, spun back to the neutral zone. Howard. She'll just dump it in. It'll rattle all the way around to the corner as the Colonials get a wholesale change. 7.5 to go in the first period, no score. Now Horwood tried to move it away from Frazier and lost the puck in doing so. Rooney. She lost the handle. Spun into the zone by Anissa Gamble. Anissa, I beg your pardon. Now Banks pokes at it along the wall. Up ahead for Grushaw. Frazier. Picked up by Horwood. It's a 3-on-2 down low. A shot over the top. Didn't quite settle for the junior Laura Horwood. Puck was on edge, and that's what flipped that shot over the net. This will come trickling in wide of goal. Dodds seen enough. And Jessica Dodds, the London, Ontario native, will cover up. Dodds on the year. She's 2-2 with a .284 goals against, .989 save percentage. And I mentioned the strong play of Lovisa Solander. She's from Sollentuna, Sweden. She's 1-2 with a .305 GAA and a .909 save percentage. But as I mentioned, she was absolutely spectacular in that season opening series against North Dakota. Really kept RPI in those games. Up the far boards, kept in by Whitney Wren, the sophomore from Troy, Michigan. And it's moved all the way down by Robert Morris. They duel it out in the near corner of the RPI zone. Here is Kimmerly off the wall. Tremblay to center. Hilwa takes a bump. Controlled by the Colonials, carried into the zone along the far boards. It's Welsh and picked up by Wren. Wren, she's being pressured by Mayer. Taken away as it's Mankey up the boards. Mankey gets back on it, plays it back behind her own net. Another change for the Colonials. That'll allow RPI a little bit of time as Grigsby is closed down pretty quickly. Does get it to center ice. Welsh, D to D, finding Legue. Turned back around and carried on by Johnston. For Garvey. Down low for Gazzola. And now a cross-ice pass by Mankey, ill-advised. There's a penalty coming up. It'll go on Robert Morris, so a power play chance coming up here for the Engineers with 5:11 to go in the first period. RPI in the power play this year, 3 for 20. That's 15%. The Colonials on the kill, 22 for 26. That's a lot of penalties. 84.6%. That's a pretty good number. Gruschow along the wall. Plays it back to Godin. RPI's power play has looked pretty dangerous. And they find a good spot. It's Gruschow walking in. They don't close on her. She fires wide. Picked up by Wash. As I mentioned, Gruschow, 3 goals, 2 assists for 5 points on the season. It's tops on the club. Good puck movement by the Engineers. Hansen, that pass a little off the mark from Gruschow. Coming back to pick it up is Gruschow. Takes a whack on the arm. Stays on the puck nicely. Far circle for Godin. Back up top, Gruschow pressured, lost it. Hansen had to help out. And now she'll spin it back to the neutral zone. Here is Hansen. Down low, Wash, cross-ice feed, can't find all the way through, but the Engineers do maintain possession. Minute to go on the RPI power play. Drive from the far side circle by Wash. That's turned away by the paddle of Dodds. Wash back on it for RPI. Very compact is this Colonials PK. Cross-ice feed, Wash tracks it down, top of the circle, off the boards. Hansen keeps it in. Back to Wash. Down low, Horwood. Waiting there. They have Godin camped out in front. That one doesn't sneak through. Trying to clear. Closed down by Horwood. Picked up Gruschow. Far side circle. Puck on edge. Settles it down for Wash. Tries to feed it further down low for Horwood. She's pinned against the boards. Horwood comes sweeping in. Wash back to the point. Hansen. Near side. Godin one-timer. It's held onto by Dodds. RPI keeping possession of the puck in the offensive zone. That number 1 unit they sent out. Really for the minute and a half they were out there, they were in the offensive end, generated a couple of shots. We'll see how the second group, with just 27 seconds, has to work here. Tied up along the wall. Engineers trying to work it out of there. Kimmerly. Tomlinson, a shot. Saved by Dodds as she'll cover it up. Kind of snuck away for a second, but she's able to gather it in with a stick and cover it with the glove. Another draw near side. Tied up on the dot. Peeled away by Tomlinson. Back to the point. Amanda Kimmerly. Waiting. Back down low for Tomlinson. Lost it. Run into by Welsh. Picked up by Rooney. Penalty expired. We're back to 5 aside. RPI still pressuring. Shot to the top of the crease. It was a feed by Rooney. And now helped out to center. Into the offensive zone. A shot was blocked. Try by Pantaleo. Engineers quickly back the other direction. Could be a 3-on-2. Tomlinson into the zone. Feeding it in front. Touchdown by Rooney. Save made. The second effort goes wide. Good play to work it to the side of the net. Now a chance. Mankey throws it off the base of the cage. Mankey in front. Helped out by Dodds off her goalie stick. Played up the far boards and cleared out to center. On the carry they come. Pantaleo. She'll just dump it in. Get a change. Whitney Wren for RPI. Stick handling. all the way down the middle, still ran, lost it for a second, and it's just enough to allow Leah Carlson to come and sweep it away. Carry it into the far corner. Now a puck move towards the point, kept in by Godin. Tie up behind the goal line. Finally moved out to the center of the ice. A couple whacks at it. Now it's cleared out on the carry. Quaranta for Robert Morris. Ahead for Howard. Howard trying to make a move. It's poked free by Godin. Quaranta trying to pass it again. That one hit a skate. And the Engineers survive a little rush and head back the other way. It's Marissa Raspa on the move. Raspa shot. That one's off of the stick to the corner for Schwalbe. Schwalbe cycling past Raspa, and it's picked up by the Colonials behind their own cage. Quaranta off the near wall for Howard. Howard, long stretch pass, doesn't connect, but it is tipped by Rennie. Should just dump it in. Amber Rennie from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. She's had a good start to her season as well. A +2 rating, 6 points in 6 games. Legue, good find. Potential 2-on-1 down low. Drop pass, Horwood back checking. Save made. It's tipped to the corner. Laura Horwood helping out defensively there to break up that 2-on-1 rush. And now trying to move into the zone. A little bit of a interference play, but no call. That one flipped out of the ice surface. That was Grushaw trying to work through a check. I don't know how they missed that one. She was pretty deliberately held up there. But they'll say she was able to get to the puck in due time. Shots 7-5 early RPI. 47 seconds remain in the first period. A fast-moving first period at that. Wren down low. Giveaway shot by Mankey. That had to be sticked away by Dodds. Not where you want to put the puck if you're the Colonials. Here's Wren in her own zone with 32 seconds to go in the period. Flipped up the near side. Shot ahead by Walsh. Gazzola, toe drag, gets by Mankey, dumps it in with 22 seconds to go. That one comes right out in front. That was a hefty bounce off the boards. Now tripped up over the line was Mankey. Puck stays in the zone. Flip towards goal and wide. Spinning puck, trying to throw it in front. Wren breaks it up. As it was Johnston there trying to move it in front of the net. Now Tomlinson, as the horn sounds, gets a shot away right at the blue line. That'll do it from a very fast-moving first period. No score here. Shots were 8-5 in favor of the homestanding Engineers, but there, as I mentioned, no score. You're watching RPI Women's Hockey on RPI TV.
Shots on goal in period 1 for Robert Morris, 5 for Rensselaer, 8. A reminder, fans, don't forget to visit the official online store for Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute Athletics at RPIFanshop.com.
Underway second period, and it's Robert Morris right off the draw getting a shot. Godin blocked it. It came from the circle. And it was Vesey. So a good start for Robert Morris to get an early chance. Could not get it on goal. Shots were 8-5 in that first period. Here's Tomlinson. Dragging it into the corner. Gets bumped by Legue. Whacked to the near wall, poked at by Pantaleo. Engineers keep it in. Gruschow watched behind the net by Mayer. Centering pass in front, jabbed at, couldn't get it home. Trickles to the far corner. Banks runs into Vesey. Puck goes deep. Will not be icing. Now a puck across. It's flipped on. Bohonic whacking at it. So is Raspa. Back out to center. Little D-to-D pass in the neutral zone. Good feed ahead. Broken up by the skate of Bohonic. Back to the neutral zone it goes. Robert Morris gets it deep. Banks is there. Plays it up the wall nicely for Menke. Out to center. Thomas had it for a second. Puck did leave the zone, so the Colonials needed to touch up. That'll allow RPI to get back on it. Horwood kicks it towards the Robert Morris bench. There was a player just coming out of the ice. It was Howard who had it for a second. Thrown right back. Picked up Bohonic. Bohonic all the way down the ice. Wave off the icing. It was deflected. 2 minutes into the second period. We are scoreless. RPI and the Colonials over Robert Morris University. That one a nice catch on the backhand. Fed towards the net. Another feed. That one hits the skater. That might have been trouble for RPI. Howard was pretty well open on the far side, but the backhand pass hit one of the RPI's defender skates. Looked like it might have been Wren or Kimberly back there. Cycled down low by Quaranta. That one flipped in front and covered by Solander. That was a dangerous play. Solander had to be aware as Howard just threw that puck in front of the net. It hit off Solander, and she was able to cover it up. Sometimes you'll see those pucks glance off the back of the goalie's leg or hit him in the inside of the far leg and trickle into the net. See it happen at very high levels. See that happen in the NHL sometimes. Pucks can kind of creep up on goaltenders if they're not paying attention when it's behind the cage. That time Solander was able to find it and cover it. RPI out to center ice. Grigsby fires it in. Dodds back there. Leaves it behind the cage. RPI pressures quickly. That's Hilwa. Far side, Grigsby goes down. And she picks it right back up again. Centering pass out in front. It never came to the goaltender. She will cover, however. That was Hilwa crashing the front of the cage, and it was nearly a spectacular setup for the Engineers. Jamie Grigsby with a good find in front. But Hilwa's stick was tied up, and the puck just kind of sat there for Dodds, and she was able to smother it. Puck carried behind the goal by Natalie Frazier. Can't clear the zone. Godin keeps it in. Raspa, stick handling. Around for Thomas. McKenna Thomas will play it off the back wall for Menke. To the point. Godin. Stick handling. Tried to make a move around the forward. That didn't work. And Menke does a nice job back checking. Then she gets crushed by Vesey. That was Hansen, excuse me, just got sticks and gloves up high from Vesey. But again, just the one penalty so far in this game. RPI had a power play in the first period. They did not convert, obviously, as we're scoreless 3.5 into the second. Gruschow into the zone. Stick handling, lost it. Puck back out to center. They duel in front of the RPI bench area. Now Brandy Banks. Banks, a senior from Burlington, Ontario. Finds Bohonic. Her pass down the middle is picked off. Just onside where the Colonials. They dump it in anyway and get a change. Banks. Waiting. Gets some pressure from Quaranta. Finds Bohonic. Bohonic near side. Tomlinson. off of Grushaw, but she's able to control 2-on-2 to the line with Tomlinson trailing. Alexia just dump it in as she battles with Garvey. Down the near side, Garvey over skates. Taken over by Whitney Wren. Good lead pass for Rooney into the zone. Rooney pulls it back, takes the shot, stick save, sits there in the slot. Wren again, save on the pad, and it's cleared to the corner. Rooney out of the corner, waiting to the point for Wren. Wren back down low for Rooney. Rooney into the slot. Horwood a shot. That one's blocked with a leg of Welsh. Down low now. That one hits a leg on the centering attempt by Kimberly. Bouncing towards the point. Not kept in at the line. Chopping at it was Schwalbe. Rooney battles with Garvey for it. And they pair off along the boards in front of the RPI bench area. Shots 11-5 in the game. If my RPI math tells me anything, it's 3-0 in the period. There's an RPI, or excuse me, it was Gable who was offside. Gamble. Engineers turn it around quickly. Thomas into the zone. Driving. Good poke check to work it free. All the way around to the far side and out to center ice. Poked free by Raspa. Raspa makes a move into the zone. Into the circle. A shot. Glove save covered as it snuck away again from Dodds, but she's able to once again find it before an engineer can. 14:23 to go, second period. RPI continues to pepper Dodds and the Robert Morris cage, but are unable to get one past her so far. This is nothing like what the Engineers faced against North Dakota in their opening weekend. Solander was a very busy goaltender at the other, and this time she has to play the part of observer, at least for the early stages of this game. She's only had 5 shots to deal with. Sometimes that's tough for goalies. You don't see a lot of shots, and all of a sudden you have to go to work. RPI into the offensive zone. Back out to center it goes. Hansen has it there. Chips it off the near woodwork and in deep. Played behind. Vesey down the middle. Connects there to Pantaleo. Now a shot from center ice. Wobbled in on the Solander, and she gloves it easily. She'll get a whistle in the RPI zone. 13:42 on the clock. Second period. No score here, RPI. Taking on Robert Morris University. Robert Morris. Actual location, Moon Township, Pennsylvania, near Pittsburgh. Out of the College Hockey America Conference. Trying to move it back towards the point for Carlson. But they elect to go deep with it instead. Howard with some space at the side of the net. Waiting. Feeds it cross point to the circle now. Colonials possessing in the offensive end for a bit of a change. Rennie. Howard. She gets pinned against the boards by Grushaw. 7 minutes into the second. Here's Whitney Wren out of the pile. Nice move to stick handle free. Grushaw with space. Tries to work in around Carlson. In front for Tomlinson. Got it towards goal. Might have been headed wide, but it's going to be gloved and covered by Dodds anyway. Robert Morris, not too different in size from RPI. 4,100 undergrads. 1,000 graduate students. RPI around a little over 5,000 undergrads and a little over 1,000 graduate students. Banks. Off her stick, back out to center, race for the puck, and Gamble's going to get there. Or Gazzola, rather. Tap to the corner. Raspa up the wall for Mankey. She just feeds it out to center to relieve some pressure. Back into the zone by Catherine Murphy from Cary, North Carolina. Coincidentally, the same hometown as RPI junior Lindsay Hilwa. And now a break for RPI. 2-1 into the zone. Mankey centering pass. Raspa off the toe of her stick. Couldn't quite control the pass. Pass may have been a little bit behind the sophomore Raspa. And now they're in a real deadlock in the corner And they'll get a whistle out of this. 12:04, second period, no score. Shots 12-5 in favor of RPI. Shot around to the near side. Dumped into the corner. Here come the Colonials now out of their own end. High off the glass. Josephine got a glove on it, but didn't control it all the way. She'll have to pick it up behind the net. Hansen whips around and spins it behind the cage for Godin. Godin, a lot of pressure, nearly gave it away. Trying to find it there was a gamble. But in the end, the Engineers are able to clear it out to center. Carlson right back in. Solander stops it, finds Hansen on the drop-off, and now Godin. Tremblay, look-ahead pass, bounces through center, stolen away by Carlson, carried into the zone with a lot of speed is Pantaleo. Pantaleo, indirect pass to the point. Wrist shot, deflected wide of goal. Getting her stick on it in the front of the cage was the captain, Vesey. But couldn't quite steer it on the RPI net. Godin spins it off of Vesey's skate. Now Schwalbe has it. She's tied up. Double teamed, lost the puck. Godin knocks down Mayer. Puck out to center. They wave off the icing right away. Out to play is Dodds. Playing in her 65th career game for Robert Morris. 32 wins, 23 losses, 7 ties. Very good numbers. 213 goals against. 922 save percentage. And Dodds will go back and stop it again. Carried out of there and spun back behind by Frazier. They'll try the far side of the ice. Good look-ahead pass into the zone. Pantaleo shot off the shin pad of Wren. She'll track it down behind the net. Wren stops, lost the puck, stolen away, walking in front. Howard trying to go up top, and making the save was Solander. Howard again lost it away to Wren, and now Horwood. Good connection to center. Rooney on the move. Strong on the puck is Rooney. Wash trying to fire it down low. Welsh up the far side boards. Carried along by Howard. Tomlinson sweeping at it. Kept into the point by Welsh. Good little spin move to get free. Feeds it down low. Nobody home. Picked away by Bohonic. Up the far side for Wash. 9 minutes to go in the second period. Look ahead pass off the boards. Grushow feeding a shot. The pad save was made. Trying to get it on its side of the net. Picked up Tomlinson. Tomlinson down low for Grushow. Grushow in front. Tomlinson on goal. Save. Rebound. Wash flips it. Another save by Dodds. Another centering pass. That comes off the back of the net for Wash in the corner. She'll cycle for Tomlinson. Tomlinson rubbed off the puck by Quaranta. Back down low. It's Tomlinson again. Fed off the far boards now. Pinching in Bohonic. Can't keep it in the zone. It's swatted out to center. Wobbling, rolling puck controlled by the Engineers. Tomlinson up the near wall. Looking for Raspa. Just off the bench. Thomas ahead for Grushow, who still hasn't gone off on the shift change. Picked up Thomas. Wrist shot save. Is kicked out to the corner. Gloved at by Godin. That came off of an Engineer. It should be a hand pass. But we play on. Thomas into the zone. Wrist shot coming. Shoulder save. Rebound. Side of the net. And the Colonials will clear. Picked up Garvey. Garvey, gloved down by Godin. Tried to take a slapper. That one's blocked out to center. Godin, cross ice feed. Hansen chipping it forward past Thomas. Picked up and shot back. Good touch pass by Garvey. A little bit off the mark. Now in on goal. A one-on-one try. Save. No, it goes in. I thought Solander got there, but it snuck between the pads. It's 1-0 Robert Morris. It looks from here to be Mackenzie Johnston with her first goal this season, 15th of her career. I thought Solander got her left pad on it, but she did not. So there's a penalty on top of that. So the Engineers will go on the penalty kill. Godunov for hooking. Colonial scoring on their 6th shot of the game. And what I mentioned earlier, that was the first shot of the period for Robert Morris, and Solander hadn't seen much action at all there. Had to go to work there. Power play for Robert Morris on the season, 6 for 29, 20.7%. You can be around there on the year. You'll be pretty happy with that if you're the coaching staff for the Colonials. Engineers on the kill are 9 for 11, 81.8%. Better than what they were last year, but still not quite the goal. Under 7 to go in the second period. Colonials on top here. 1-0. The tie-up. Bohonic fights their way to get the puck out to center. Bohonic back on it now. Flipping it along for Grushow. Race for the puck, and Grushow's going to get there. She's being tied up by Legue. Grushow takes the glove up high and gets spun around. Clearly not happy and a little bit frustrated. You can imagine the Engineers, all the attacking pressure they've had so far and nothing to show for it. Now they're down 1-0. Hilwad dumps one of the Colonials along the far boards. Takes a look around, no penalty. Out of the box is Godin. Engineers kill off the penalty, so both teams 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Out to center goes the puck. And we have a whistle here, and I think a puck paid to the high stick. Draw to the near side. RPI men's hockey getting in action this evening. Actually afternoon in Alaska, but 8 o'clock Eastern time against Alaska Anchorage. Here is Wash trying to lead a 3-on-2 if Tomlinson can join them. Here's Raspa now. Shot, little quick wrist shot. Now a centering pass comes off of the skate all the way out to the point. Godin keeps it in. Far side connection. Down low from Hansen. Hansen gets it back. Oh, the pass was off the mark from Raspa and out to center. 5:38 left in the second. Engineers need to touch up on the offside play they do. Shot blocked on the try by Kimberly. She'll have to get back to her spot, although she got some help from Tremblay. It doesn't matter as the Colonials just shoot it out to center. Wren down the middle. Good connection. Mankey trying to catch the Colonials in a change. Centering pass. That one a little behind. Tremblay. Penalty coming. It's going to go. A trip on Robert Morris. RPI with its second power play chance coming up in just a moment. Power play for RPI here. Dropping it back towards the point. There was early pressure. Hansen spun down, lost an edge a bit, and that allows the Colonials to clear it as far as center ice, but RPI right back into the zone. Grushow trying to touch it back to the point. Another good defensive play, and that one scooped over Hansen's head and all the way down the ice. It's Garvey going off for tripping. Or low water, excuse me. Well, that's the goal they're announcing just now. I'll get to that scoring when I get a stoppage. But it's 1-0 Robert Morris, RPI in the power play, minute 20 to go on it. This unit for RPI did a very good job in their first chance of just possessing the puck in the offensive end, generating a couple chances. Here's Grushow into the zone. Holds it up along the wall. RPI will complete power play group change, at least a partial one. Here's Bohonic. Kimmerly down low for Wash. Had to catch it on the offhand, but stays on the puck. Lauren Wash feeding it on further for Mankey. Dropping it back. Bohonic thought about a shot, pulls it back. Now she'll set up again. Kimmerly. Bohonic waiting, slapping through traffic and went wide. Looking for a deflection maybe from Horwood. Clearing effort, does the job all the way down. 40 seconds to go on the power play. And now it's played along far side and in deep. Trying to cycle there. Free to the point. Kimmerly to the circle for Tomlinson. Tomlinson walking in. Shot was blocked. There's a player playing without a stick. That's Legue. They work it down low now. In front. A shot by Bohonic. Save. Trying to turn with it was Rooney. Couldn't get a stick on it. Penalty about to expire. Rooney holding in the circle. Spins around. Now Bohonic, got to be careful. And she gets whacked from behind, and now Robert Morris breaks the other way. It's a 2-on-1. Howard walking in, feeding it in front. Saved by Solander. She went across the crease to make the stop, keeping it a one-goal game. Now another centering pass fed in the air. That one cannot be knocked down by Frazier. Frazier, the defenseman, had jumped into the attack there with Howard, and her shot couldn't quite get it off quickly enough. Solander went post to post. We saw her do that a number of times against North Dakota a couple weekends ago here. But again, she does it there to make the stop. Down low now, Godin. Pinning Vesey against the backboards. Dug out by Hansen, scooping up the boards. Kept in along the wall by Garvey. Back down low. Godin. To Tomlinson. She'll chip it off the wall out to center. Race for the puck, scooped back into the RPI end by Johnston. 1 minute to go in the second now. RPI down a goal. As it's carried on by Grushow. Grushow to the attack, try to make a move. Toe drags around one, makes a shot that goes wide. Got it off. But it would have been a highlight reel goal if she could have stuck that one home. 36 to go in the second. Centering pass. Wash. Drags it behind the net. Back to the point on the saucer pass. Kimmerly through traffic. Glove saved by Dodds. I don't know how she saw it, but she's able to hold on. 26 seconds left in the second period. RPI with a big-time shooting edge here, but they're unable to get one by. Dodds to this point. 1-0 Robert Morris. Poked back towards the point. 20 seconds out to center. Now another 2-on-1 chance. Into the zone they come. A shot. They score over the shoulder. It's Vesey. And it's 2-0. The counterattack has been the friend of the Colonials here this evening. They're allowing RPI to maintain possession of the puck and pressure and pressure and pressure. And then they catch the Engineers in maybe a bad pinch play along the far boards and turn it into their second goal. It's 2-0 here with 15 seconds to play in the second period. This one will come trickling in on goal. Dodds wants to cover, and she will with 7 seconds left. Tough for RPI to swallow at this point, but they're down 2-0, and as it looks, they'll have to take that deficit into the second to intermission. And they'll pit it against the boards, and that'll do it for the second. 2 goals here by Robert Morris on just 9 shots in this game. As RPI is doubling up the Colonials in the shot department, but couple of chances, couple of goals. RPI will see what they can do, what it can do in the third. You're watching RPI Women's Hockey on RPI TV.
Come on out and support your engineer. Saturday
third period, RPI and Robert Morris. 2-0 lead for the visitors. These two teams back in action tomorrow at 4 o'clock here at the Houston Fieldhouse. Race for the puck as Vesey and Godin go after it. Both for the puck and each other. It's Vesey at the boards now. She had a very nice goal late in the second to make it a 2-0 game. And now it's Hansen poking at it. Vesey trying to make a move around Tomlinson. She gets run into and knocked down. Shot and a stick save made way out of her net was Dodds to make the stop there. Puck in the corner. Vesey over. Long shift for her. Gloved at by Bohonic. Should be a hand pass, and they're going to get the call here. Looked like it sounded like someone shouted it from the stands before it was called. But in the end, as long as they get the call right, that's what really matters. Minute 5 into the third. Puck shot in by the Engineers. It's behind the cage. Welsh trying to dig it out of there. Played up the boards. Ahead for Howard. And on further for Rennie. That takes a deflection behind the RPI goal. Picked up by Brandy Banks. Banks. Little saucer pass for Schwalbe. Didn't see it. Taken back over by the visitors here. We're going to get a whistle. Didn't see what that was about. RPI men's hockey is in action. Currently, they're in Fairbanks, Alaska for the Bryce, Alaska Goal Rush, taking on the Seawolves from Alaska Anchorage. They are scoreless in the first period there, if you were wondering. Here, the Engineers have work to do as they trail Robert Morris 2-0. And it's the Colonials on the move. Good pass. Don't know how she saw her cutting the net. That was Johnston. Good pass, however, almost a blind backhand pass. Now Johnston, a shot out of the corner, got free, and that one was turned away. Kimmerly off the skate of Mankey. Near side and into the zone. Shots are 19-10 RPI. Of course, the Engineers trail here. Whitney Wren lets Godin pick it up. Pressure comes. It's poked away from Godin, but she works it up the boards. Good connection. Tremblay into the zone. Allie Tremblay all the way through into the slot, walking in. Shot was blocked. That was Godin. Sweeping try, and it's held onto by Dodds, as it was Grigsby who picked up the rebound on the far side. Engineers creating more scoring opportunities. Have not been able to beat Dodds, who has been good in this one. Draw coming up here. It's Wash against Quaranta. Tomlinson into the corner. She's pinned against the wall by Garvey. Wash over there. Comes away with it towards the point. Pinched up the boards with Godin, so she wasn't there to play it. She'll have to track back to her own zone. She's tied up. Now bumps and knocks down Rennie in the corner. Engineers back the other way. Gruschow stick handling. Gets it poked off her stick for a second, but Tomlinson gets back on it. Drop pass, Gruschow. Slap shot coming. It's blocked. And now Howard breaks the other way. Howard has Vesey with her. She likes to carry. Howard all the way in down low. Met there by Hansen. Poked free. Howard back on it for Robert Morris. Early in the third period, it's 2-0 in favor of the Colonials here. And we have a hand pass and a whistle coming. Colonials uniforms, that diagonal lettering reminiscent of the New York Rangers. Always nice, like the drawstring at the top. Very classic looking uniforms that they're wearing here this evening. Tie up in the corner, puck free to the side of the net. Nobody wants it. Diving play by Hansen to knock it away. No one looked all that interested in playing the puck, including Solander. Let it kind of sit there, top of the crease. Now Grushaw trying to walk the blue line with it. Gets knocked down. Puck back the other way. Leah Carey in deep. Banks pins it against the backboard. Taken away. Puck penalty coming up here. No. Dodds started skating to the bench as if there was, but no arm went up. RPI 3-on-2 to the line, into the zone. Rooney waiting, firing it across, and it made it hit the pad of Dodds, trying to find Horwood. And now back comes RMU the other way. A pass off the mark. They will not be icing as Wren has time to go pick it up. Now driving the net was Rooney. He gets knocked down. And now Wren. Wren. Schwalbe wide and into the zone. Shot, pad save, kicks out to the point. Godin has it. Stick handling free. One timer goes wide. Raspa from the slot couldn't steer it on goal. Godin near side. Shot comes from the near point by Hansen. Hit a skate and trickles to the corner. Engineers can't keep it in the zone. Now driving the net, the Engineers again. It was Mankey. She'll pick it up. Feeding it all the way in front. It's picked away. Good stick lift there. Tomlinson got it free. Looking on the back door for Mankey. Cleared out again down the middle of the ice. This one may be icing. No, Solander's out to play it. They must have waved that off early. Ahead for Grushaw. At the red line. Cross ice feed. Tomlinson controlling. Fed up the boards. Taken away by Godin. Godin kicks it. Plays it near side for Wash. Lauren Wash into the zone. Waiting. Carrying. Wash. Bumped by Quaranta. Played it back to the point. Banks back down low for Wash, who's free. Centering past Grushaw. Trying to turn and shoot. Couldn't do so. Picked away by Howard. Howard trying to find a breaking teammate and does. Walking right in. Shot. Saved by Solander on the right pad. Still in dangerous territory. The Engineers clear it to the corner. I believe that was Rennie. Yeah, Amber Rennie. Looking for her 5th goal of the year. She was denied on the breakaway by Lavisa Solander. Keeps it a 2-0 game. Remember that if RPI comes back in this one, as we are 7 minutes into the third period. Turning and shooting Howard right on and a save, no rebound for Solander. Shot from the point. That one hits bodies. Never got to Solander. Up the wall. Kept in. Another shot goes wide this time. Same point, far side. That's Carlson. Engineers trying to break into the offensive zone. That one's broken up. Horwood tied up. Carried on further by Rooney. Defenseman lost her stick. Rooney, a jab try. Kicked away. Kimberly. She'll just carry it into the corner. Picking up her stick over there was Carlson. Diving play to try and keep it in the zone. Robert Morris trying to clear. They do. Whitney Wren in her own zone picks up the loose puck. Wren backtracking. Cross ice pass for Kimberly down the middle of the ice. Schwalbe tried to chop it down. Couldn't control. Tapped in deep. RPI will look to play. Glove down by Rooney. Ahead for Schwalbe. Chipped off the boards. Can't clear. A couple players swing their sticks over the puck. and this will be icing on Robert Morris. 11:43 left in the third. Shots are 23-12 RPI. But Robert Morris with a 2-0 lead here. Face off in the Robert Morris zone. D-to-D pass. Hansen has it now. Little lob ahead by everybody. Welsh takes over. Good connection through the middle. That's Johnston. One of the 2 goals tonight for Robert Morris. Now a steal and a drive to the net. We're going to get a penalty here. It was Thomas who picked the pocket. And she draws the penalty on the Colonials here. So a pretty solid scoring chance coming up here for RPI, needing a goal to go on the power play for the 3rd time. Horwood in the corner. Back to the point for Godin. Godin centering. Good play by Grushaw to work it free to the far side. Near side Godin, one-timer, and that one went wide. Right in front, jab try Grushaw, whiffing at it was Wash, and they still can't stick it home. Quaranta can't clear. Near side Grushaw, one-timer right on, and Dodds makes the save again. She has been superb in this game. Jessica Dodds had a fantastic freshman season. 21-5-3. She went with a 166 goals against. She's looking like that kind of goaltender this year. Wasn't too much worse last year, but the record wasn't there. 9-16-4, and almost a goal more per game allowed. But she'll continue to play like this. Robert Morris won't have too many issues back there. Engineers working around. It's Hansen. Far side, centering pass, tipped towards goal, but wide. Picked up by Grushaw. Minute 20 to go on the power play. Hansen across for Wash. Lost it for a second. Took her eye off the puck, but she gets back on it. One-timer Grushaw. Didn't get any of it. Went wide. This one kind of sneaks up on the post, and it'll be covered up by Dodds. We'll have a stoppage in play here with 10:17 to go. In the third, RPI down 2. Still a minute 8 on the power play. They'll send up their second group here. For those wanting to keep track of the men's game, they are trailing the Seawolves of Alaska Anchorage 1-0 late in the first period in Fairbanks. Kimmerly at the point, down low. In front by Tomlinson. That one's broken up. Colonials have been pretty compact here on the kill, but they've been successful so far. Giving up the points, really, to congest the middle. There's a shot deflected on goal by Mankey. Up the stick and out of play. Again, it's Dodds making another stop, this time on Mankey. Face-off, defensive zone, win by the Colonials. Trying to wrap it around far side. Vesey gets enough on it to get it out to center ice. Wash back to her own end. Far side feed. Spinning Hansen, spun to the ice, in fact, and now picked up by Grushaw. She was helped there, of course, and now Grushaw to the zone, far circle. Still Grushaw, carrying all the way behind. Godin, waiting. 17 seconds on the power play. Hansen, center blue line. Over to Wash. Wash waiting, back to Hansen. Godin, centering for Grushaw. Trying to pull it back and take a shot. Couldn't get anything on it. Engineers trying to track down the puck in the zone, and Robert Morris clears. There's no icing as it was before Welsh came out of the box. And now she is penalty over. RPI 0 for on the power play. 0 for 3 now. 9 minutes to go in the third. 2-0 Robert Morris. Shots are 27-12 RPI. Centering pass Johnston. Didn't get anything on it. Rolling puck picked up by the Engineers. Carried out to center. Respa feeds it through the legs of the defender, in on dodge. She'll cover as two more Engineers were crashing, and now Raspa gets her stick slashed out of her hands. Doesn't like it. Thomas comes to put a word in. And are we going to get a penalty out of this? I don't think so. No arm went up. And now Frazier got another shove for Raspa, who apparently didn't like what Raspa did, but Raspa's smiling. I can see it from here. And Raspa into the zone now. 8:24 left in the game. Shot by Bohonic. Rising shot. Rebound comes free. Trying to spin around and backhand it on goal was Raspa. Didn't get much on it, if anything. Although the Engineers do keep it in the zone. Thomas holding at the line. Dangerous place to carry the puck there, and it's tapped out to center. McKenna Thomas can't find it. Bohonic can. Spins back to her own zone and finds Banks. Brandy Banks. Near side ahead for Rooney. Rooney all by herself in the zone. Makes a move. Poked away. Showing the play Mankey. Can't get her stick on it. Second effort does. Throws it off the skate of Tomlinson. Tomlinson walking in. Wrist shot blocked. Karams to the corner. Picked up Rooney. Rooney down low. Calling for it behind the net was Mankey. And the puck is cleared. Into the zone now. Tomlinson waiting, trying to feed it in front. Lost it in her skates. Back the other way comes Robert Morris. Puck behind the RPI goal. And RPI will pick it up in their own zone. 6:52 to go, third period. We'll keep an eye on Solander. How soon Coach Burke wants to pull the freshman goaltender. Won't be for a couple minutes, we guess, but you never know. 6.5 left now. Puck behind the RPI goal. Spinning there is Mayer. Jam try in front, and Solander had to get that left pad out to make the stop, denying Vesey. Center ice face-off, played off the boards and in deep. Bohonic, stick handling through traffic. She goes down. Penalty coming up here. Grushow into the zone. Delayed call on the Colonials. Grushow spins around. Extra attacker on for RPI. Mankey, Grushow. Center blue line, feeding into the middle. Tomlinson pulls it back, takes a shot, kicked away. Tomlinson again. 6 attackers on for RPI, still delayed penalty. Poke to the circle, picked up there, backhanded in front. Sticks come together, bouncing puck in the slot, and we're going to get a whistle. It was touched by Colonial in the crease. And we're going to get a power play. It's going to be a tripping call to the go on Robert Morris here. And with 5:41, this is almost must-score territory for RPI on the power play. They've had their opportunities in this game. But Jessica Dodds has been all over all of them, each of them. Fourth power play chance for the Engineers. Comes here that without Rooney even in position. Swung around to the point, kept in by Kimberly. Tomlinson down low, centering pass. That one's broken up, slapped around to the point. Bohonic's going to get there. Back down low. Rooney into the middle. Mankey a shot. Dodds with the save, and she'll cover up. Again, more puck movement from the RPI power play. Has not amounted to a goal as of yet. Still a long way to go in this man advantage. 1:43 left. 5:23 left in the third. That's the more important time as far as the Engineers are concerned. Kimmerly to the circle. Rooney back up top. Amanda Kimmerly. Shot hits a body. Picked up Mankey. Trying to drop it back. Not on the same page with Rooney. Engineers keep it in the zone. Bohonic holding, waiting, spinning around at the blue line. Down low. Centering pass. Poked in front by Mankey. Still loose there. Bohonic. A shot. That one's blocked again. Fed to the near side. A shot by Tomlinson. Gets a deflection from Mankey. Back to Tomlinson. Slap it around to the point. Kept in Bohonic. Far side. One-timer. Hits a body. Was blocked there on the far side by Mayer. Now a centering pass. Lay the stick down. Keep it away. Back to the point. A drive. That one comes in on goal, and a pad save is made. Took a deflection off of Welsh, and a wicked one. Just standing there. Now we get a goaltender down. And she was tied up with Mankey. It's Dodds. I think she had her stick in the skate of Mankey. So that's just as much her fault as it is Mankey's. Now, if she's a skater, they might call her for tripping there. But as is the case, they're going to call Mankey for maybe interfering. Well, at least they're going to bring the face-off outside the zone. I guess my point here is if Dodds is a skater and she gets her stick caught in a Mankey skate, it's a tripping call. But since it's the goalie, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe they're saying Mankey was in the crease, and so that makes it Mankey's fault. Something's being discussed here. Well, we got some equipment to deal with on the far side. That's the issue. Shots are 34-13 RPI. Still 52 seconds to go on the penalty to Ashley Vesey. Couldn't quite tell. Paul Colantino over there, the head coach for Robert Morris, getting a bit of a discussion here. Now Coach Burke getting the same explanation. I don't think they're calling a penalty. No, they aren't. They would have done it already if they were. So 52 seconds on the RPI man advantage. They get into the zone. Trying to clear it out far side. Stick lifted, puck cleared. Good play that time by Howard on the kill. Solander behind the net with now 39 seconds to go on the power play. Engineers come back in numbers to claim the puck again. Horwood stick handling, lost it, poked in the air, gloved at and swatted at by Quaranta. Back down low, forcing the Engineers to restart again. 23 to go on the power play. We're up to 4 minutes left now, or down to, I should say, in this third period. Dangerous pass down the middle, nearly intercepted by Pantaleo. RPI takes over. In deep with it is Godin. About to expire. Puck shot all the way down. Still no icing as there was 2 seconds left on the penalty. Puck rolling far corner. Pantaleo trying to beat Kimmerly to it. Can't. And it's Kimmerly up the boards. Fed along for Mankey. Mankey at the wall. Chips it on goal. Dodds will roll. Pick it up on the roll. And cover it up there for the whistle. RPI 0 for 4 on the power play tonight. Howard Morris 0 for 1. Their lone chance. Bouncing puck into RPI territory. Kimmerly tied up there with Pantaleo. Taken out of there. And move it back. It's Gazzola cycling. Puck loose in the slot. Tripped up, and that'll be a problem. Penalty coming up here. Garvey draws it. And that'll make this comeback all that more difficult for the Engineers. Raspa goes off on a tripping call. So now the time and the body numbers against the Engineers here as they'll take their the second penalty of the game. It's the sophomore Raspa from Downingtown, Pennsylvania. Draw, push back, Bohonic picks it up for the Engineers who need to take some risks here shorthanded. They do have Alexa Grushow out there, who's always a shorthanded goal waiting to happen. Grushow into the zone on the backhand, trying to turn it in front. Gloves it to herself. Trying to find Horwood there, but couldn't. Horwood now has a shot spun around and fired on goal. I don't know how she got that shot off. That would have been absolutely spectacular, but somehow Horwood stole the puck and shot it all in one motion. Dodds once again made the save. I'd almost taken my eye off the play, looking ahead, and Horwood and Grushow showing why they're so very dangerous in the offensive end, even when they don't have the puck. Nearly turned it into a shorthanded goal, a much needed one. Still on the power play, it's Welsh cross ice. Gets it back as they move it up from Murphy into the zone. Godin just leans on Johnston in the corner. 3 Colonials in there. They dig it out of there. Vesey trying to cycle it for Mayer. Mayer to the point. Murphy. Down low they go. 2 minutes to go in the game. A minute in the penalty. Diving play not made by Hansen. Fed in front. Off the post and out. A one-timer in front of the net. They had the Solander beat, but not the post. And it came off her foot in the end and back out of the net. But never crossed the line. Now Rooney trying to jump on a loose puck. Trying to fight through a couple of Colonials. That didn't work. Johnston into the zone. Down low. Garvey, toe drag, gets free, feeds it off, a shot, saved by Solander on the right pad again. Minute 18 to go and a 3-on-2 shorthanded break for RPI. Pulling up is Schwalbe, a shot deflects wide, Mankey in front, trying to find Wren. Now a shot by Horwood, rebound, Mankey couldn't stick it home. It's tapped to the corner, bouncing puck towards the point, and moved out to center by Johnston. There's an empty net and she misses it wide. 6 skaters out there now as RPI had 5 as the penalty was expiring. So an extra attacker for the Engineers, 50 seconds to go. Down by 2, they need 1 in a hurry. Shot from the point by Welsh, gloved at by Bohanek. It went high and wide. Engineers now to center ice, a little bit of speed. Thomas into the zone, lost it on the stick handle. Tapped out center, turning. Looking for that empty net, broken up by Hansen. Ahead for Wash with 30 seconds to go. On for Grushow. Grushow in the circle. Wrist shot save. Rebound kick free. Another shot. That one turned away again by Dodds. Behind the net. Trying to dig it out of there is Wash. Behind for Grushow. 17 seconds left. Fed to the near side. Hansen. That's broken up. Back down low for Grushow. Down low around for Horwood to the corner. 10 seconds to play. She's tied up. Move it back to the point. Wrist shot, no. Godin pulls it back for Hansen with 3. Slap shot coming. Deflected off a skate. And that is how this one will end. What a night for Jessica Dodds as she turns away 37 RPI shots. And the Colonials come away with a Game 1 victory. Make it 39 in the end. They're still tallying them up. 39 shots for RPI to 14 for Robert Morris. But Jessica Dodds stops them all. We'll be in action tomorrow. We'll have tomorrow afternoon's game, a 4 o'clock Eastern start. It's RPI once again and the Robert Morris Colonials. I'd like to thank you for watching today's game. As I'll get you the goals in this one. Mackenzie Johnson scoring 12-14 of the second, and Ashley Vesey at 19:45. Those are the only 2 goals in this game. As I mentioned, the shots were 39-14. And with that, we'll leave you. And thank you, of course, for watching tonight's game. Your final score was Robert Morris 2, RPI nothing. This has been live coverage of RPI hockey on RPI TV.